What's going on, beautiful people? Daniel Meddy are in the building, and in today's video, we're going to talk about a story from our follower who said that he found his girlfriend cheating on him multiple times. He forgave her, and then eventually she left him. And I'm going to explain to you how the psychology of a cheating woman works, because I understand it better than women themselves. Honestly, you can't forgive a woman her cheating. As soon as she does, the relationship is over forever. But before we dig into it, you can find my services at dmprotrainer.com. You will find the link in a description below. And I focus on health, that means that getting you in shape, weight loss, then finances and human relationships. I have a 1, 3, and a 6-month coaching program, and you can also book a single consultation. If you are trying to order beef that is in a really high quality, grass-fed, grass-finished, go to dmbeef.com, place an order, we ship nationwide. The beef is American raised, American finished. Also, you can find my book, Weight Loss Without Plateau, on Amazon. That was the bestseller in 3 different sectors. Okay, so let's dig into this email. And he says, I have a story for you too. My girlfriend cheated on me more than once. I forgave her for how little we were. 2 children together. Everything was okay. We got married after 5 months. Hold on. So she cheated on you multiple times before you guys married. And after you found out, then you still married her. Now, you absolutely killed her attraction and her respect for you, because the woman cannot respect you and cheat on you at the same time. It's not a mistake. It's not like men cheat. Men can cheat absolutely detached. It's purely physical, no emotions attached whatsoever. They have sex, just like the physical activity. Woman cannot do the same. She needs to emotionally detach from her man that she's in a relationship with, and then eventually she's going to end up in the bed with another man. And if she cheated and you don't know about it, she feels like on a thin ice. She's very afraid there's going to be a sudden change of behavior. She's going to act differently. Her attention is going to go outside of the house. She's going to hide her phone. There's going to be plenty of signals. That's a sudden change in a behavior. All of a sudden, she's changing completely. She is behaving completely different, and she changed her behavior than what you're used to. Because if you've been together with a girl for 9 years, as you said in a previous email that I've seen, you already know your woman. You know how she acts. And when there's a sudden change in a behavior, that means that she's emotionally detaching or she's already fucking somebody else. When you find out and you stay with her and you forgive her, there is an absolute lack of respect from her side. She cannot look up to you anymore in this lifetime. You're a weak individual, and she cannot simply trust you with her emotions when you forgive her cheating. Logically, it sounds great. Logically, if you come to a cheating woman and you guys make a deal, hey, let's not do this again. It sounds amazing. It sounds fair. I forgive you. I'm this good person. But relationships are not logical. So throw the logic out the window, because it doesn't work like this. It's purely psychological. And psychologically, you're going to turn her off because you're weak. She crossed your ultimate boundaries and you're still there, and you do nothing about it. So the only way how you can maintain at least a little bit of respect from her side is by leaving her and dumping her. That way, you can actually share your child without a lot of problems and without tons of drama around it. Because when she loses the respect completely, what happens when you're trying to see your child, she's going to deny you. She's going to tell you not to see the child. There's ugly court cases, etc. You guys are going to fight in the text messages. You guys are going to compare your legal rights, and your life just turns into an absolute mess. So it is in your own best interest to still maintain a good respect level with the woman who you have your child with, even when you guys are not together anymore. So after you found out she cheated on you, you married her, and after 5 months of marriage, I get home from work and she's nowhere to be found. She just packed her things, and I don't know anything about the little one. She hasn't heard from us yet. Please advise me what to do next. We didn't even argue. We had beautiful moments together, but she probably ran away to her ex. Well, it's not a probability, it's a certainty. What happened, when a woman cries and asks you for the second chance, and you're naturally step in your protector mode and you want to stop her from crying, you start hugging her, even after she fucked another guy, in that moment she's asking for a second chance, she's serious about it because the emotions are high. However, when you forgive her and you move on with life, eventually she's going to step into her head and get into the psychological battle that she's with the weak individual. And she's going to start fantasizing about the man she had sex with, or possibly a new man, or possibly her ex-boyfriend who is stronger than you. That's why she disappeared. Her psychology and her brain started translating you as the weak individual. And a woman cannot be with the man who has no boundaries, because the boundaries communicate to the woman's psychology that this man is safe. She can relax into her feminine energy and be led by this powerful leader. When the man forgives cheating, he's losing the status of the powerful leader, and he's becoming just another asshole who she can wipe the floor with and who she doesn't have to respect. Now, for a woman, the respect is a priority. She cannot love the man who she doesn't respect, because the hierarchy of the priorities in the relationship are following. First of all is polarity. Men in the masculine, women in feminine. Second is respect. Third is attraction. Number 4 is love. So the woman cannot stay in a relationship purely just based on love. Love is just not enough. It's not going to keep you a woman. She needs to respect you, she needs to look up to you, and she needs to be led by this powerful leader, the masculine energy. So right here, she just disappeared, which is very predictable. You cannot forgive a cheating woman. You cannot give her a second chance. It's not that I don't want you to. It's not that there's some other way and I just want to be cruel. There's no other way. If women operated based on logic, then you could come up to her and tell her, you know what, you fucked your best friend, I'm gonna fuck my best friend, so we're gonna be equal, and then we can continue and move on in life. And she would agree to it, you would do it, and then you live happily ever after. Unfortunately, that's not how female psychology works. Unfortunately, this is not how relationships work. So you really have to understand how women translate love. And they really need to be with the powerful leader who doesn't put up with the bullshit, who has the boundaries. Because if you don't have boundaries towards her, psychologically you communicate to her that you have no boundaries to the rest of the world. And if you don't have boundaries to the rest of the world, you're going to be incapable of protecting her and her child as well. So that's why she's fleeing to another and stronger man. This is how her psychology works, and that's what happened to you, brother. I hope you learn from this, and then eventually in the future, you never forgive a cheating woman.